Um, maybe, man. Oh yeah, so we're live, I believe. So, today we're gonna be doing a video about TLRY, Tilray brands. Maybe you heard the intro that I was kind of skeptic about. Are we recording all this shit? But yeah, so till the end of the video, you're gonna know exactly what are my thoughts about TLRY. Later in the video, you're gonna know. We're gonna talk about fundamentals, exactly where I'm aiming for TLRY and all this shit. So let's get straight into it. First of all, we're gonna get straight into the if you're having fun with me, first of all, you're gonna know that this video is a little bit longer because we're gonna be covering some fundamentals like on the Reddit and all this shit. But also, the technicals. This is now 1 minute long. Previously, we had these beautiful predictions. Obviously, they were are actually down a lot, like around 10%. It's Friday. The market is closing. Let's get straight into it. First of all, Reddit. So this is some guy talking about it, but I really want to talk about this thing. That ships this guy right here is SHIPSOMINGIN. This is his username. So what he mentioned was we have known why we have stuck by a favorite Tilray brands through the last several years of this like emoji, like the scared emoji and total manipulation. Okay, diamond hands will prevail, and I'd like to hear your reasons to be a positive and long. Mine is that I have total confidence in Arvin Simon to grow us into a international leader and look forward to an earnings surprise. Now this guy has a little bit bad language. He's calling our cats. He says like that being around since the VIC was the helm. It was my first experience with a short attack. All and like it was the memories, right? To answer you have this guy says to answer your question, I have no choice. I'm convinced that TLRY is the chosen one, long term investment. TLRY is actually a good recession stock. Recession hits, the rate starts to move upwards. Um, like then this guy says a recession is the worst market condition to a luxury non-essential good, and he says no, it's not alcohol, tobacco, and cannabis is always going to it's good during recessions, right? Well, yeah, like this is some thoughts about this thing. Also, let me just go and just browse the things like right here. Then we have this banking, including the N House approved defensive bill that something was approved. So a lot of people are going like as you see the marijuana decentralization bill teed up for a sentient introduction. Let's go! So the people, the person is hyped. Pressure your senators. This service has almost 17,000. Yeah. So okay, here we are. So this subreddit has almost 17,000 members, and I assume that many of us are U.S. American. After reading the news that the decriminalization bill is moving to the Senate, I am gaining optimism regarding our investment in Tilray. And as reflected in the stock price, many of you feel the same. However, our feelings or optimism are not enough. Now it's time for collective action, and then like where we are. Now it's time for collective action and activism on this matter. All Americans should call, mail, email their senator expressing their will on the matter. Make them understand the collective power of the people who wish to see the cannabis legalized. Like I'm from Europe, like from where I'm from, like in the Eastern Europe, like the thing is not legalized. So there is overwhelming support for the population for like legalization, but obviously this is a American company. So, but not enough activism towards calling the local representatives. Invite your friends and family to do the same. Senators need to be overwhelmed in numbers to make them understand how strong the will for legalization is, and to prevent bystander effect. I'm asking you specifically, the person who is reading this, and I'm reading that for you guys. So for who's watching this right now, to take action. Do not assume that someone else is doing it for you. If you don't take action, assume the next person won't do it on your behalf. So if you ever had a reason to get political, this is the best time. So it says now is the time. Do it for yourself, for Tilray investors, and for the American spirit of freedom. Now that's out of the way. Let's start with a technical analysis. First of all, yesterday we had a analysis prediction, which was absolutely correct. Like we were bearish from this point right here, still pretty bearish, like right around the low, because We actually broke the structure in our favor. This is the what? The 4 hour time frame. So yeah, this was an actual beautiful break here that we got. I don't know if I deleted it, unfortunately. Yeah. So this was a beautiful break that we got there. I'm bearish, man. I definitely would love to see this thing deliver to the lows and maybe some lows in here. And like when I was bearish from like right around the points there, ever since then we have been delivering. There's a lot of liquidity middle in the low, so I believe all we're doing right now is actually accumulating. Okay, accumulation is going on. Let me zoom out and start from the 4 months. I'm gonna delete everything on the chart, and we're gonna start from the zero up. Okay, because I'm definitely hyped for Tilray. Remove all the drummings. Let me just sip on some little water, guys. Now I believe it's the perfect time to like the video for this amount of free value. Go ahead and do that while I sip on some water. So yeah. Okay. So this is the 4 month. We're gonna start from the 4 month chart. So every candle represents 4 months, and there is a lot of data on this chart, man. There are quite a lot of candles. The first amount of data that we have on this trading view chart is from 1st of May 2018, and ever since then we have been kind of moving bearish. Now we haven't broken the low here, so that's cool. That's actually not, yeah, actually absolutely cool right here. This is at 243. Yeah, I genuinely don't believe we're gonna be reaching that point right now. So 243 level, not gonna be caring about that too much. Now let's just go to the monthly. Man, this is just lagging, man. I really want to start living and shit, like to go live on my YouTube channel, but I just have a crap PC, my upgrade and all that shit. But yeah, so this is what I was talking about. 243 low. We're 390, 390, 29. Oh my god, man. Could we be actually be accumulating in this situation right here? Yeah, that could easily be the case. Now this is like from how we broke right here from the monthly. I just don't like the break at all, like not at all. So we may also go to the weekly right now. So this is where we are. Cause it actually broke in our favor right here, and we have been following the structure ever since, as you can see. We understand that more likely than not this thing after we broke the structure here, it may go a little bit higher and then continue to deliver lower to the 243 lows. So unfortunately, we could be bearish to some lows there, or what could also be happening, we could be accumulating in here. But even, okay, even if we break the low, because there's a lot of liquidity and we grab a lot of liquidity here, we still could be bullish from the areas 243. Like it's not that big of a deal. We could easily start to see accumulation. For this thing to actually shift, in my eyes, would love to see on the lower time frame some type of shift, man. Okay, so I would love to see, for example, first of all, shift above here. This was less up move. This was not even a shift for me, man. I would love to see shift above at least here, and this is at $5. So I could also be bullish if this thing comes around these highs and breaks through them with a close. This was not close for me. So if I see a close above there, we could be low, like short-term bullish. Then we this could deliver lower, or we could easily continue to go higher. From how the fundamentals are playing in our hands, I absolutely love it. That's approximately it for the video. Let me know what your thoughts about Tilray brand.